just something so tiny and obscure that 99.9% of the world doesn't give a damn about what you're working on. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, right? So if you're a researcher on infertile worms from Ecuador, I'm not disrespecting what you do. But what people forget is that the training's almost like a pyramid. For you to get to that point where you can really analyze whether a worm from Ecuador is going to be able to have children or not. I don't even know if worms have kids. This is an analogy I'm literally making up as we go along. You have to learn a lot about biology. You have to learn a lot about science. You have to do a lot of processing of high level information in a lot of fields to be able to narrow in on that specific tiny little niche that you're in. So if you get caught to the point where you're mentally trapped in your niche and you don't see all the other amazing skills that you've developed along the way, then that can put you into a horrible, ugly economic trap where you end up like a lot of people I know that have advanced degrees, PhDs and stuff, who are literally on welfare. Like there are college professors that are on welfare. There are professors at major universities that can barely pay the bills. And, or definitely like community college professors, maybe who went to great schools, worked extremely hard, spent a lot of years in school, and are making the same amount of money as a McDonald's manager. I think that that should challenge you a little bit in the sense that it doesn't mean that you're goofy, stupid, or that you wasted your time. I'm not here to say that at all. I don't want you to feel bad, but I want you to know your worth. I want you to understand that sometimes we think that we have no value because the place where we're applying our value doesn't see our value. Right? I'm showing up speaking eloquent Chinese, just extremely wonderful Mandarin, but you only understand Spanish, so you're telling me that I'm speaking gibberish, and I believe you. I'm like, well, damn, all these years I spent studying Chinese is a waste of time because to the people that matter to me, they think it sounds like gibberish. Or almost like being in a relationship where you could be the greatest catch in the world. You could be the most beautiful woman on the planet, but your man is like, I don't like skinny women. I don't like thin girls. I want them big, and so you're kind of gross to me. And so you think you're gross because your man likes the big girls, and then you don't realize that there are men out here that love a thin woman. Right. So the same thing is true in professionally speaking. A lot of us get in an economic trap where we don't understand how to extract the value out of the skill set that we've developed, and we become beholden to the people that we're dependent upon to extract that value for us. Meaning, if I'm a PhD and I've spent all these years in school and I've hustled my butt off, studied 8, 9, 10 hours a day for the last 6, 7 years, and then my university doesn't see my worth and they don't want to pay me right or they want to get rid of me, then I feel like I have no worth. I think that's a problem. I think that that is a that's a consciousness issue. It's kind of a self-esteem issue. It's one of these things that requires some thought, some financial consciousness and meditation for you to realize that you are incredibly valuable. You're smart. You know how to do stuff. You know how to learn things. Your capacity for consuming knowledge and applying it is extraordinary. Your work ethic is amazing. How the hell can you tell me that somebody who's super smart, super well trained, can learn anything at lightning speed and works their ass off isn't worthy, isn't valuable, economically speaking? You're valuable. You just aren't applying the value in a place where your value is going to be appreciated. So that might mean going out and expanding your skill set. One thing I had to do was, I was sitting there and I was actually paid pretty well by my university. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I had haters on the Syracuse University campus because when I came in, because I was a superstar, I was the only African American on the planet to get a PhD in finance that year. I had the highest salary amongst all the assistant professors, and I made more money than all the associate professors, which was a notch above. That was the associates who had tenure. I made more money than all of them too. Right.